Hey YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm creating this pretty soft set of pink and grey acrylic with some encapsulated flowers, a little bit of marble, as well as some chrome and some bling. So if you want to see how I've achieved this look, just keep watching. On my thumb, I'm starting off by creating a baby boomer, and I'm just using a white acrylic powder from I&M Powders. And for the base, I'm using a beautiful buttery pink acrylic from Picaso Powders called Rosie. On my index finger, I'm applying a thin layer of this taupey grey color from Picasso Powders called Overcast, and I'm just applying a thin layer from cuticle to free edge, making sure to cover the entire surface of the nail. I'm now going in with a small bead of this pink pigment from Le Sente, and I'm applying it with my 3D brush, and I'm just pulling it down the middle of my nail, and then I'm going to go in and create little veins on top of that pigment with a white acrylic powder. To my middle finger, I'm now applying a very thin layer of the Overcast acrylic to use as a background for my encapsulated flower. I dipped my 3D acrylic brush into my white powder from I&M and then into Rosie from Picasso Powders to begin creating my 3D flower. I used the belly of my 3D brush to begin pressing that bead into the shape of a petal, and I'm keeping the point of my brush in one position, and I'm just moving the belly of my brush from side to side to press out that bead to form a petal, and I'm pressing it as thinly as possible because we will be encapsulating this flower and we won't want to file away our design after when we are shaping and filing our nails. I'm creating my second petal opposite the first petal, and I'm just going to repeat the process until I have completed creating petals on the surface of the nail, covering the entire nail. Okay, so when you look at the side of your nail, your petals should be laying as flat as possible so that when we encapsulate this design with clear acrylic, we won't be filing away our petals later on. And to complete this flower, I'm just going to apply 3 very tiny pearls of white acrylic to the center of the flower. I apply a layer of Overcast to my ring finger, as I will be applying some Swarovski crystals to this nail afterward. I then go ahead and encapsulate all of my nails with clear acrylic, and I'll file, buff and shape and come back with you to complete this design. When I am encapsulating flowers like this, I like to go in with a wet bead of clear acrylic at first to make sure that the clear acrylic settles into the spaces in between the petals so that I do not get any bubbles or gaps in the acrylic. And then I go in and encapsulate as I normally would with my clear acrylic. And here I'm just showing you how easy it is to file the top of an encapsulated flower once you have applied the flower as thin as possible. For the base of my chrome nails, I always use the Gossip No Wipe top. And then I cut one of the fingers off of my gloves and I use it as a finger cut to burnish the chrome into my nail. I usually use the Gossip Strengthen Gel on top of my chrome to seal it in place, but because this platinum chrome from Ocean Nail Supply is so finely milled, it usually lasts just as long with a regular top coat. I'm now going in with 2 coats of my beautiful pink frost on my pinky finger, and I'm curing for 60 seconds under my LED lamp after each coat. And now I'm just going to apply some Swarovski crystals to my accent finger. If you want to see a detailed video for how I apply my Swarovski crystals, I will leave the link for you in the description bar below. And for the final step, I apply 1 coat of my No Wipe top coat and cure under my LED lamp for 60 seconds. Remember, when you're applying your top coat to your accent fingers with Swarovski crystals, you don't want the top coat to touch the crystals because it will lose the beauty of the Swarovski shimmer. But you do want to get as close as possible to the sides of the crystals to help also secure your crystals in place. And here you have the completed design. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this set. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe as always on your way out. Thank you so much for joining me once again for another tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed creating it for you. Bye!